Pickaxe.
Welcome, cast and crew behind the scenes of Nocturne. I changed the intro and my brain short-circuited, and now I don't know where to go. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today. You can find me around the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D, or my personal Ryan.McManus. We're not playing today. We have Vince.
Hi, I'm Vince. Socials, Dr. Stoics like Blastoise without the blah.
We have May.
Hi, I'm May. I'm playing May. I'm still here to slay, and I'm May LaFay on social media.
Bars.
Hey.
Back for his third behind the scenes, we have Jose.
I'm Jose, DM Jose G on socials, and I'll be playing Vince today.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The recast is crazy.
That was the plot twist I did not see coming.
We got Betty.
Hey, my name is Betty. I am Betty the Beholder on TikTok and Instagram, and I played Dahlia, your constellation of melancholia. Thanks for joining us.
And we have Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna. I don't even go here.
You do now.
All right, y'all. We are gathered here today to discuss... I'm going to restart.
Get it, Ryan. Yes.
We're here to chat about episode 31 through 41, most of which takes place in our Masquerade arc in Castle Ravenloft, along with, I believe, 2 episodes that revolve around Rictavio's tower, meeting Rudolph, discovering that he is indeed Rudolph von Richten, a world-renowned monster slayer. You guys got some info on the land. You guys got some info on Esmeralda, a hint at Esmeralda, and a now wonderful guest that we've had for far longer than I told her she would be here for. But, but yeah, the first part of this block was mainly spent at the tower. I don't know if anyone wants to talk about the tower at all, or if we just want to get right into the meat of the arc here.
I just want to say about the tower, I loved it.
It was epic.
fun,
It was a good
and
fight.
it was so yeah, it was a fun fight. I did shit. May fucking killed it,
All of it.
and
Carried everybody.
everybody looked great except for me covered in mud on the ground, and that was basically it. So
Then that door took you out.
thanks for letting us do that. That was a good time.
It was fun. I'm really sad. Oh, because it's behind the scenes. The door. Oh man, I don't remember the trap that caused it. Something to do with the door. You guys triggered the electric trap, which is what caused the werewolves to come, by the way, because you went up to the door, you did the trap wrong, you touched the door.
Damn, Vince.
The lightning sparked. That's what it's like a near thunder boom that is like a shockwave from the tower. So that's what caused the werewolf pack nearby to come. That's what happened. But there's one, and Anna, maybe you remember this. I don't know if you've got anything with Ricky's tower in your campaigns. There's one thing that happens that summons a projection of a ancient blue dragon, I think.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you told us that.
It is like the full stat block and everything, and it only goes away till you open the door? Or it only goes away if you open the door? I don't recall. It's wild.
Didn't you say it came like if you did something with the main door incorrect?
Oh, if you did the dance moves wrong, the
Wrong,
arm
yeah.
movements, that's why I was watching Betty so carefully during that. Because if you got
Because
it
you were
wrong,
trying to summon a dragon on us?
Betty currently doing the whole
Because
dance.
if Betty went like this instead of like this, then a blue
That's what I'm
dragon
saying.
would come by.
it was
You're
a full
welcome.
projection, full stat block.
Theater queen. Theater queen.
It didn't go away until you got the dance correct and opened the seal. That was it. So
Wow.
that was crazy.
So much fun.
I loved you guys finally meeting grumpy old Rudolph. The fight was hilarious. It was like the most blunder-filled fight, with just May sitting on top of her tower, sighing pitifully and slaying all of these werewolves herself.
I would like to. The server reminded me recently of my quote that I would like to be the maiden causing the distress, and I was.
Yes.
And I always will be.
But then we pre-gamed a little bit. You guys chatted, and finally we ended up being beckoned by a black carriage. You found your dressing rooms, as it was a magnificent mansion spell was set upon the carriage. So that's why when you guys walked in, you had the whole entryway experience. You had your own changing rooms, hors d'oeuvres out for you, all that. I don't know where we want to start. There was, first off, so much even just before we got to the masquerade, as far as you guys sneaking in.
Shout out to May, helping out with the outfits.
Mhm.
That was easily the scariest thing when you were like, we got to do this thing. And I was like, oh man, I don't know shit about outfits.
Well, you mean that's the easy part.
Hey, that's why I said thank you, May.
That was one question that I would actually, I'll jump to right now. We had a bunch of listener questions. This one was specifically for May from Saucy and Chicken Enjoyer. How long did it take for you to come up with the outfit designs? I know it's a silly thing, but I'm really curious. And I know you kind of had the majority of the crew's outfits picked out and designed by yourself.
Probably like 5 minutes in total. I really like to, I love character playlists and I love character Pinterest boards. And one thing I'm gonna do when I make a Pinterest board for a character is put whatever they would wear to a ball on that board, whether there is supposed to be a ball in this campaign, whether it's completely impossible for a ball. I just want to know what they would wear to a ball because I think that's an important part of character development. And so Zielle's was pretty much already made. Christian and I were planning like outfits like before I think we started recording. So because I had already asked Ryan. So yeah, not too long. Everyone has such distinct characters that it was really easy for me to just lock into Zielle and be like, this is how I see them. This is what they would look cool in. And yeah.
Well, I mean, based on one art commission and then a couple bits of fan art, the outfits came to life so good. And I do feel like they fit literally everybody perfectly. I adore how it came out. I drunkenly promised May Masquerade commission of everybody in their fits.
Chat, he probably had like one drink. I bet you he had like one drink.
It's true. Hey, it was the best promise I made because Karis killed it, first off. And shouts out Karis. Go check our Instagram for the Masquerade pics. And she just did an incredible job bringing the Pinterest boards, the descriptions, everything to life. So, Karis, you killed it. We adore you. And I swear to God, I'll try sending you tarot cards again because every time it fails.
There are other people missing tarot cards too, Ryan, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. But yeah, Anna, I would love to kind of let you take the floor and talk about Esmeralda, how our plan for her getting to the ball, because I don't know if that ever came out. I even hinted at it at the episode, and I'm unsure if the others caught it. So I would love to just let
what?
Yeah, at the events that led up to your arrival when the cast got to the gate first before you even joined the call at the end.
You did, and that definitely never came up. I was not invited to the ball, I guess, for one thing. So did I sneak in or did I just tag along with the group? I think I tagged along a little bit with Fiona's friends or something.
Mm-hmm. Something.
Yeah, like Fiona had a group
along
going,
those lines.
And I semi got to know them in Vallaki and was like, yeah, I'll hitch a ride with you guys. And when they were asleep, I stole one of their invitations. Lapoof or something? Someone French. What was her name?
Oh God,
Marie Lapoof? I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say, why did we not meet this NPC? But then I remembered you stole their ticket, so that's probably why.
Marie Pierre Souchon.
Yeah, Marie Pierre Souchon. So you saw her being denied at the door for not having her invitation.
Yes. She was the French woman denied at the door while you guys were walking up right beforehand for not having her invitation.
And I also stole a horse and like went off on my own.
That's why you did that. Oh.
That was the slight little foreshadowing at Esmeralda coming at some point.
Wow.
Just to kind of leave those breadcrumbs for why she would be there and how she would have gotten in.
Hell yeah.
I forgot when you did that intro part. I'm like, why is he throwing in this person being denied? And nothing came from it. Oh my God, that just blew my mind. Okay, wow.
It was also...
Thank you for telling us that.
It was also a hint for you all that you guys got to come up with something for the people who don't have invitations when you get to the door, because if you don't, like, you will be turned away. And May just rolled so good that it didn't even matter. And the guy rolled very poorly on not being severely intimidated by Zielle's presence. So
This is what I do. My story is done here. We finished. My arc's done. There's no more development for me. This was it. It was just the ball.
And then yeah, we made it in finally into the dance floor after Rahadin brought you guys up to the masquerade. And so much happened in that first episode that I didn't know if I could top it. I'll be totally honest with you all. We had that first masquerade episode and I logged off and I was like, we might as well stop because I don't know if it gets better.
That's it. That's the sesh. Thanks
That's
for coming
it.
out, guys. May made it. We're good.
Crazy
Awesome.
thing, Ryan, it just kept getting better after that, actually. So you totally
know,
did.
that's-
You topped yourself.
That's what was wild. There was, oh God, we had in the first episode we had Alizzato and Aliro. We had Dahlia and Vasily lore drop. My timeline is lost, but I know more happened. But Betty, speaking of Betty, Bowie had a question for you.
Uh-oh.
And this is jumping ahead a little bit, but it is very specific, and it is talk about lore drops. Jesus fucking Christ. For this whole entire arc, I believe you probably had the most come out about your character. I feel like we learned a lot about Dahlia throughout this whole masquerade.
Yeah.
But one thing in particular was for the scene in the dungeon. Did Betty have her reaction already planned or was it improvised? Either way, it was beautiful.
Thank you. I think this is a common thing with many D&D players. We're like, it's a lot of our thoughts in day-to-day life. It consumes a lot of our time in this little noggin that I have. And so I mapped out many different like reactions for Dahlia. But I think in the moment, of course, because it depended on how you set the scene up, Ryan, and like who was with us and all of that. So I think it in the end ended up being kind of like a conglomerate of a few different things that I had assumed would probably happen for her. I think that Dahlia gets away from me sometimes, like in terms of my Dahlia starts talking or moving or processing before Betty does. And so it was kind of fun to take a back seat and just let Dahlia drive for a second there. And especially this time around, I feel like in both a home game and a stream setting, there's kind of like a balance of like screen time, right? You're like, I hope I'm not talking too much. I hope I'm not like, there's always that like little nagging thought in the back of your head that says like, shut the fuck up, right? But it was this particular time, I think, was so effective in the emotional portrayal because I didn't listen to that and just kind of trusted that Ryan, if I was yapping too much, you would say, okay, shut the fuck up. And that if it was going somewhere, you would redirect me and just kind of let, like I said, Dahlia steer. So it was a kind of a mix of like in the moment and also kind of what I had put thought to, but it turned out to be a really beautiful little collaborative moment. And thank you for telling that little moment with me, Ryan. That was beautiful.
Thank you. It of course did not go how I planned, because why would it?
Why would it?
Has anything ever?
Yes.
No, this whole arc is just the definition of that. I thought For the dungeon, I thought you guys would come down through the staircase that you initially went up to leave. I did not plan for you guys to do anything with Emil. Emil was crazy. We'll talk about Emil later.
Ryan.
Because holy shit. But that is one thing that I would love to transition into a question for everybody. This is from Heather the Changeling. Because so much happened during the Masquerade, but so much also didn't. And so many things went differently. So many things went off the rails. So many things went not as I planned, or I feel as you guys planned either. Was there anything that anyone was hoping to get to and didn't, without delving into too many spoilery things?
Bold of you to assume we had plans at all.
Not even plans.
Desires, hopes, dreams.
Yeah. Like I feel even just if what, because we were split for a majority of this arc too, but even just like, oh hey, I wish I was with this group at this time. Like for example, when Zielle, Theren, and Enzo were in the crypts and they found Aliro's crypt. Like, I feel like that was kind of a thread that got lost along the way because of the choices that everyone made for Alizzato. So I do feel like I feel Jose probably wanted to explore the Aliro stuff a little more, or at least try to get another chance to talk to him. But please.
I mean, that would have been cool. But I think it kind of worked out. I think the one that for me was interesting was more of like, I wanted to keep going to like every room. I wanted to go to like every single room. I wanted Esmeralda to find the thing that she was looking for. Like, I wanted to just keep going because it was like that one where it was like, was it like it was like a creature, like a humanoid creature playing a harp or a piano. What was it?
Yes.
Like that was super rad. And it was like, oh crap, like, do we move forward? And then also the one where I'm sorry, really blanking with names, but the guy who was like, you shouldn't be here. And then we had that crazy standoff. Yeah. That was super good too. General. That one was one where it's like, oh, let's just throw down. Let's see what happens. But then it was like, we're so deep in here.
I have Anna to thank for the harpist. That was something that she recommended putting in. That was something that she did for her home game.
But I definitely stole that from either Dragnacarda or Mandy Mod on Reddit.
Oh, perfect. Even better. I love the idea of having something in there. Kind of as a way to guard the Tanis figurine, because that kind of played into the part of the whole fight at the end with the stalker. Rahadin is no joke, I'll tell you that. So it would have been interesting to see 3 people try to take him on. He's a strong boy. Yeah, I mean, he's Strahd's first general for a reason. So
all right, well, I mean, you don't know, dude. You don't know. You don't know what we're capable of.
I would have loved to find out. That would have been so fun.
I was so scared. I was like, I really don't want to mess up here. We gotta go.
I had a to-do list, to nobody's surprise. But I basically have the same to-do list for every ball, which is dance. Check. Even against my will, check. And then normally the other thing that's usually on my list is like a kiss or something, which I guess I technically got, but not the way I want to do. But it's fine.
Yeah.
True.
Monkey's paw.
So what what I would have liked to see that I didn't see at the ball is me not dying.
Fair.
Yeah, it was sad. I wish I can't wait for us all to go. I mean, I can wait because it means we're maybe close to the end if we get there. But one day we'll go back to that castle because we have to kill that motherfucker. And we'll get to explore it all together. We're not going to split up, okay?
Oh, you're telling us. Oh,
Shut up.
To be fair, it was also set up in such a perfect way where like May, Enzo, and Theren were like in that main first room. So it was kind of like, like what would happen to the people that actually stayed in the main center of it? It's like, oh, well, like, you know, Zielle and everything else. Like that was super well done.
No, dude, I think that split up, like Zielle splitting from the 2 of us on the main floor there, fit so well because like things were looking so good, everybody was happy, and like things were getting done, and then just bam, like this shit just pops up out of
everything.
nowhere.
Yeah.
It was just so perfect. I don't know how to explain
Yeah,
it.
it was a
that
perfect-
hard cut to
Yeah.
that, like, everybody's good. Oh nope. Okay, now everything's gone to shit. What are we gonna do now? Somebody's dead.
I love that.
Yeah, it was.
I
that
mean,
was awesome.
I think Ryan did this in accordance with what he likes too, but I'm pretty sure he built Vasily's physicality specifically to lure May.
Yup.
Like, because what he looks like is not described in the book at all.
Really?
No.
So he baited her.
I knew this because I would have known who Vasily was going into this campaign. If that's how he looked everywhere, I would have already known. And then when Ryan
hold up.
posted a picture, he's going in the Discord right now, I know to look. He literally posted the picture and visuals with spoilers and put, "This is specifically to destroy May, don't
Oh,
look.
yeah.
This Gojo ass motherfucker."
That was
This
so
is what
early.
Vasily should look like. And that's not getting anybody.
Oh,
He's fine.
It'd probably still work on me, honestly, but it's not white hair.
he's older.
Exactly.
He just looks like an older, distinguished
Yeah,
gentleman.
exactly. But no, here, oh, fuck. I had it last time when we were just yapping, and this actually goes through a question I believe from Frosted Gears. Said, I know that Strahd was using Vasily as bait for Zielle because he's a charming pretty boy. But was it always the plan to have him try to take her out individually as Strahd by getting close to her? Yes.
I know it was. I knew it was. I didn't even have to hear Ryan answer that.
And this goes back to even before we were recording, where May DM'd me probably at like 2 a.m. and was like, what if Zielle was a vampire? And I was like, I can make that happen. And we left it at that.
What the fuck?
Among other questions, I messaged Ryan like, "What if Zielle was a murderer?" And that actually
Yes.
became true. Also,
That did become true in multiple ways, more than I anticipated.
hey, wait, whoa, buddy, take that back.
Wait, I found another great picture of Vasily. Hold on.
But I do like my Vasily. I loved how I played him. I think he was fun. I wish I got a little more reveals, but I think the way it happened was
Yo, that's so accurate. It's exactly how I pictured it in my mind.
I hate this. I can't believe I've been doing for the listeners. Anna just posted a meme in chat of Vasily, but it's just Strahd with like the silly like disguise glasses on with the big
goofy
bushy
nose and the
eyebrows
mustache.
and the nose and the mustache. I mean, it's Vasily, whatever. I don't know. Don't ask me. I can't tell the difference.
I'm really glad that we got those letters read out, even if we had to wait a little bit for it, because that was supposed to be my confirmation that Vasily was Strahd, and the way it was timed, I thought we were going to get to that before the kiss, but it almost happened near perfectly to where Vasily brought down May, and then we switched over to you guys. You guys were up in the top with the goblet, and you guys are like, maybe we don't go down into the torture chamber yet. And I was like, no, come on, it's right there. And it would have been just the contrast of that happening at the same exact
The
time.
cinematics, yeah.
Exactly. Of Dahlia reading the letter. She was released by a visage of my own imagination.
It's
Can I kiss you?
That's
Oh,
like the Game of Thrones,
it was so close.
Daenerys and Jon Snow moment.
Yep. Oh, it was right there, but regardless, it was.
Put
It
that
was
on the
still
list
so
of
fun.
kisses that make me mad. Both of these.
You said that Vasily getting close to Z was in the plan since the beginning, right?
Yes.
I asked, and he was like, "Would Strahd have?" I asked, "Would Strahd have still done this? Like, if we just stayed in the ballroom?" And he said yes, which I took as a threat, a personal threat, that he would have just done it to like either way. But then I don't know if you guys could have interjected. That would have been worse. That would have been so much worse if
That
you
would have
guys
been
were in
way
the room
worse.
when it happened. So
I mean, what if like you never got close to him and blah blah blah, and would there still be the option of us like right now, if you didn't go off, May, that we wouldn't know Vasily was Strahd still?
We'd find the letters.
My backup for the reveal was the medical notes that Strahd took while literally torturing Dahlia. But that was it. And if you guys didn't find that, and if I didn't want that to be the reveal if Zielle turned down the kiss. I didn't want to just like, oh, I'm Strahd now, I'm gonna bite you anyway. That didn't seem fun. So
because we did it the fun way.
we did it the fun way. If it was to happen, if Strahd was to bite Zielle, it would have been on the dance floor. And it would have been a power play. Like, I don't care who's around, I don't care who's gonna watch. I'm just gonna do this.
Why is that kind of slay though?
Like, your friends are here, go for it, do something.
Theren would be dead right now.
I know it. And that's how I originally planned it. I did not plan for a individual side dance, but just because of...
But you underestimated my stupidity.
No, it wasn't even... I underestimated, like, your cleverness, literally, because I did not expect you to try to drag Vasily away and be like, I have questions. You picked up on so much stuff that I didn't expect, where I thought I could get a dance with Zielle on the dance floor as Vasily, and I didn't get that.
Can I just say, this is how dumb I am. And by dumb, I just mean, I think that I get way dumber. This is why I'll never play an intelligence-based character. I get so much dumber when I play D&D because I am truly, like, I miss so many signs, like, so many details because I'm just so, like, I'm like, how is my character feeling right now? Because that is the one Megan thing that carries over. I'm like, what is she thinking about her feelings right now? And I just miss so much story stuff that's, like, so obvious. And literally when that happened, when Vasily bit Zielle, I literally thought that, I was like, oh, that's just like Strahd is like controlling Vasily right now, or Strahd's like in Vasily's mind, or he's like being a clone of Vasily. There was not once did it cross my mind, even though I knew it was Strahd's voice, did it cross my mind that Strahd was Vasily until later.
That is exactly how I felt.
I was like,
okay.
Vasily wouldn't betray me. Like,
It was so split. I mean, even among the cast, I know Jose was questioning it, and even the fans.
No, but it was good. But it was also kind of nice too that it's, you know, sort of like hinted at or like sort of left to interpretation in that moment, because then it was kind of like, what the fuck is this? So that was really neat too.
Yeah.
And then finding out about it, 2-3 episodes later, it was like, oh, now we're super fucked.
Yeah. I do want to jump back because this is probably the one thing that I am sad that I didn't get to do during the Masquerade, from Heather's question. And this is something that Anna can also justify, is you guys were 2 rooms away from meeting Escher, the most beautiful man in the valley. And I was so excited to play Escher.
Have they never met him?
They've never met Escher.
Oh.
wait, meet him?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you could have met Escher.
Doesn't he have a crypt?
He does have a
I
crypt.
was gonna say, wasn't he one of the crypt guys?
Doesn't Strahd have a crypt?
Is he a Oh, he's a vampire. The most beautiful.
yeah.
You're telling me we had the most beautiful vampire in all the land of this ball and we didn't meet him?
Yeah.
I have one regret.
You've also read about him
Yes. In Danica's letter.
in his crypt.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, from the crypt.
In his
Yeah.
crypt. Escher is a past lover of Danica from way back when. I'll give you some Escher lore. Escher is also, because I don't know if it'll ever come up. Escher was Strahd's boy toy in between Irina reincarnations.
Betty flicking her wrists.
And
Ally.
I was so excited for you guys to meet Escher because it was going to hint at Irina being there, and because he was skulking up in the study all by his lonesome because he didn't want to come down to the party because he was being petty as fuck.
Oh my god, that's my type.
Because Strahd had Irina there now, and Strahd's attention was now fully on Irina and celebrating their togetherness because of this party. So Escher still lives at the castle, and he's like, well,
fuck me
I'm not
then.
fucking going then. Sorry, I'm not going to your
I guess I'll
party.
starve up here. I'm not gonna go down there.
So that is the one thing that I am very sad that I did not get to do.
I love Escher.
You could just put him somewhere else. He could visit Vallaki or something, you know.
Maybe I'll bring Escher out at some point. However, there was something that led me to this question, and I don't recall what it was. Oh, it was the moments from first episode of the Masquerade, which also included some moments between Theren and Zielle. I have a question from Bowie for Vince, which is, Theren and Zielle had a very sweet moment towards the start of the Masquerade, although I almost thought his vibe came off as a little too suspiciously somber for just a confession. Prior to shit hitting the fan, did Theren have any, in parentheses, dangerous plans of his own for the Masquerade?
No, not at all. He was actually kind of enjoying himself in the moment. And it's like the first time you guys have seen him actually happy and not worried for a minute, even though he was in the most dangerous position like ever at the same time. So no, it was more just straight from the heart for him.
I'm gonna throw up.
It's hard not to say more about it, especially some of the things that happened that I saw in the past of people talking about in the spoiler room and just in chat and all that too, about certain things, like I said, that happened that haven't happened before. Yeah, it's hard to say.
I do have one from Shu, which I think, which definitely happened during this this arc, and it is, what is your favorite quote so far? I know this was a question in the last BTS, but I would love to know if it has changed. At least my favorite quote from the Masquerade arc, and it's something that lives in my head rent free, is Betty just flat out looking at me and saying, "What is wrong with you?" I think about that so much, Betty, you have no idea. It's probably my favorite moment from this whole arc.
Is that what drives you?
Yes.
I think once everybody starts going, it's very much like ooh, I want to see what happens and how they interact. Like Theren and Zielle, like their sort of exchange is very much like a popcorn moment where you're just sitting back going like, ooh, like I think for me, it's always been a thing where like I appreciate a sort of a pseudo romance that then like sort of like is like slightly building, but there are all these problems along the way. And then Dahlia's just heartbreaking the entire time. You know what I mean? Because it's like you just want to know so much, but the way that Betty, you just play that like innocence, but then playful on the side, it's super great. And then when Anna came in with Esmeralda, it was very much like, oh shit. Like for me, it was kind of like, and I think I kind of hopefully played Alizzato this way. It was very much like okay, adults in the room and she fucking knows what we're doing. So let's fucking follow her and we're going to get to some shit, you know? So that was really cool. But favorite quotes, I wouldn't be able to pick one out at the top of my head, but everybody's always got some pretty good bangers, you know, some pretty good ones. And even you, Ryan, you got some Strahd shit cooking in there, some like random stuff, and it's like, yeah, hey man, like chill, you know, we're just trying to survive here.
I think one that broke me was Theren
Is
saying,
it what I'm about to say?
I thought I was your shadow.
That's what I
Oh,
When I tell you, I was flipping. I was like, I know I wrote down a couple things there and said it, and I had to peel these pages apart because of the fake blood splatter from those episodes that was stuck in my journal.
Oh.
The other one I was going to mention was Theren. This is like the last thing Theren said to Zielle before she went and died was, "Don't go far."
Yep.
And then she left and died.
Then she went to another realm.
But I was just like, ugh. I didn't know I was gonna die, but I knew I had schemes. But still, that fucked me up. And then it was like, I don't know. I love just such straightforward symbology, and I feel like a lot of the D&D modules are really good about it. But Curse of Strahd, obviously, there's so much like the lack of a sun and darkness and blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And Theren and Zielle it was after she came back, And Theron's like, why the fuck are you all shadow powers, whatever? And Zielle's like, well, the shadow's created by light, whatever. And he's like, I thought I was your shadow. And I was like, like me hating this, me being so in pain. And I'm just like, that just double stabbed Zielle and May through the heart at the same time. I regret every decision I've made. I'm gonna die now. Again, I'm gonna die again.
I did find a quote that I love and is hilarious. It's from episode 32. Before we even got to the Masquerade, this is the tower fight when the werewolves arrived, and it's Alizzato at the top of the tower. All right, everyone, remember how we respond here is key to our survival. Alizzato stands up and just yells out the window, "Fuck off!" That's so good.
I just ensured.
I need like a web comic strip of that.
Yeah.
But it has to be like a wide angle of the tower and then just this like tiny little me out the window with a massive text bubble that says, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Less than a second later, Alizzato stands up. Oh my god, it's so funny. But speaking of relationships, I do believe it's time, May. I believe it's time. We had our engagement.
Our engagement?
Not our engagement.
Oh, kinda. In a sense.
We did have a full-on proposal, which I don't think even I expected to do.
What? This is literally when do you ever expect anything we do, Ryan?
I know.
Name one time you expected what we were gonna do.
Wait, you didn't expect her to say yes, or you didn't expect to propose?
You thought I was gonna choose Strahd, didn't you, or something like that?
I did not expect you to choose Cade. I can tell you that.
Crazy behavior. You gave me another white-haired man, and you thought I was not gonna choose.
Come on, bro.
I thought you would have denied Cade. And because this is behind the scenes, you would not have been dead. You would have came back you would have been dead, but you would have came back as a vampire spawn.
Undead.
As a vampire spawn of Strahd. You would have still had your agency, though you would have been there would have been consequences.
Also need to drink blood and stuff too. And
yes,
sun
I would have made you
and-
like full vampire, which would have been even more heartbreaking, as I wanted that reveal of you going to
You
pray to
bitch.
Suni and not seeing yourself in the mirror so bad.
I bet you did.
That is all I thought about, like, from the start of this series.
But guess what? Now I get to go pray to my mirror and not see my god instead.
It's true. Speaking of, May, we have a question for you that I know you've been dreading ever since I posted these in our chat.
No, I'm ready.
From Bowie. I want to point out that not only did Zielle break her oath by accepting Cade's deal, but she's actually broken both everything she swore to Irina and every tenet of that oath. Would you want any Oath of Redemption style paths for Zielle, or are you putting yourself completely at Ryan's mercy?
Wasn't that when I joined this campaign, I did that?
Truly.
I when I asked for a ball, I did that before the campaign started. Okay, here's what I have to say on this. I don't think Zielle was wrong.
Hell yeah.
I knew when she was making the agreement with Cade, I was pretty certain that it was going to be like, you can't have the two oaths at once or whatever. Like it was going to be some sort of oath breaking situation. But also in my mind, which happens to be Zielle's mind, I was thinking about the way that she would think about the tenets of the Oath of Ancients, which are kindle the light, shelter the light, and preserve your own light. And I think Zielle thought she was like, to her, it seemed like a better option to protect her oath or keep true to her oath by making the choice that she did. Because I think that Zielle kind of like does see herself as a light source, which has not been helped at all by the fact that they've literally brought like sunlight to Barovia where there's no sun. So like in kindling the light and sheltering the light and preserving her light, like if she became an undead vampire, or like indebted to Strahd in any way or whatever, that would be not preserving the light. And like, I know that making a deal with an evil god or whatever maybe isn't either, but she has hopes that it, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she is looking for. Like, I don't know about like a loophole, or if just like Cade said that she could be a god and she's like, well, if I'm a god, then I could do whatever I want, right? That's never gone wrong in any story before, ever. So I don't know. I know that Zielle intends good. She definitely doesn't always impact good, but she intends good, and she has not given up on Suni yet, but I guess we'll see.
I love that.
Also, fucking Irina. God, we all failed our oaths to her, okay? And there's nothing we could do about that.
I still don't know what happened there.
Hundreds of people died for this woman, and she's like, well, now I'll turn myself in. After we're done... I can't.
Maybe he's a good guy.
It wasn't he's a good guy. It was I've seen what he's capable of. I heard him say, well, he forgot about the vampires in the attic in Vallaki because he was distracted by me. What if I distract him for at least this lifetime and stop any other atrocities from happening that could be potentially worse than this? And I will say, because Irina, that I've shown, has a knack for sneaking out of the church due to being locked in a closet, Vasily was the one beckoning her to a bench and just chatting for a while. So it was a friendly face that she had not seen before, one who visited frequently.
Didn't she say an old man? Was that just because his hair was white?
It could have been. I don't remember.
I swear she said an old man. So I was
don't
like,
believe
who
it was
the hell? Who the hell? The worst part is I'm so mad at Irina, but Zielle can't say anything because she's at least self-aware to be like, damn, I would do something stupid like and self-sacrificial like that. So I can't even really confront her about it, but
yeah, it was a decision that I decided to make, and even I had to talk myself into, but it made sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to everybody. And I know people are mad at Irina, as they should be, because I mean that's the whole point, is you guys trying to save Irina, as she basically willingly gave herself up. I guess now it's up for you guys to slaughter her fiance and change her mind. But
Easy.
fiance versus fiance, let's go.
Is she already a vampire right now?
You checked her in the mirror, and she still had her reflection.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
At least as of the fight, which is fiance versus fiance. That's what I would love to.
Yeah, but we all know what they're doing after the fall, though. Turning her into a vampire. I mean, nothing else.
I would love to chat about the first Emil being kind of the catalyst to the end, because I did not have I told these guys I did not have an end for the Masquerade. Going into the Masquerade, I had no idea what to do or how to wrap it up. And you guys both finding Emil and befriending Emil I was like, there it is. That's exactly what I needed. And you guys, I in the moment as you guys were meeting Emil, I was like, this is the roadmap. And the actions that you guys then took bolstered that insanely well by both freeing him, by bringing him up, by befriending him, by trying to open the door, and then casting invisibility on him. It was so good. You had no idea, and it was something that Anna said in character as Esmeralda, like, why would Strahd have an ally locked up? There's no, and it's not even that he was technically an ally, he was part of the werewolf crew. I told you guys this out of character and off recording, so I want to reiterate for the BTS. Emil was part of the werewolf crew that they all slew at Rictavio's tower. Emil was going to try to overthrow or at least pitch himself as the new leader of the pack. And Strahd did not like that, causing a schism in his werewolves. And so he said, I'm going to just grab you out and you're going to go sit in the basement for a while.
Time out.
But Emil wanted to prove himself. And it is rules as written in the book that if Emil is freed, Emil will strike the targets whenever he sees most fit in order to try to prove himself to Strahd.
Prove himself to Strahd? Wasn't he attacking Strahd?
He was attacking Strahd, yes, but he was first attacking the
Servers or
the partygoers, And it's like, if you don't think I have what it takes, I'll slaughter these innocents in front of you, and you can watch. So can everyone else. That's why he was making such a display of the slaughtered woman as you guys entered back into the ballroom. Then Strahd turned on Emil, and that's when it was like, okay, it's fight or flight now.
I knew that Emil was a werewolf because it's in the book and I've read the book. I totally forgot that Esmeralda does her fucking checks, and one of them is to check if he's a werewolf, and I just fully forgot. And I rationalize it as Esmeralda saw someone fucking being, tortured in a dungeon cell of Strahd and was like, okay, clearly this person needs help. He's got a hero complex. We're gonna get them out. Obviously this isn't a bad person if they're Strahd's prisoner.
You were so adamant about doing the checks to every single person you talked to, and that was the one time that it was.
And it was not intentional.
Looked over.
To forget that.
It was not intentional.
Was his first victim Irena's brother?
Yes, at the Masquerade. Yes. And that was one thing, Jose, that I loved was you casting Terra Firma on Eastmark outside, and then that being the reveal for the invisible werewolf. I keep getting mixed up. Invisible werewolf.
That was rad.
But that led to Emil going inside, causing the end fight, which leads to my next question from Bowie. How did it feel when Betty absolutely broke the Strahd encounter? Absolutely demolished it. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. Daylight's crazy, bro, in 2024 rules.
We could have done it. We could have did it. We should have stayed. We could have killed him.
That man walked willingly into the sun multiple times, Vince.
We could have done it.
I will leave this up to you all. We have 5 people here. I will majority rules. There was a question, and I apologize that I don't have it written down because I decided to take it out. It was, how close was Strahd to death? Do you want to know?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
No, don't tell me.
As much as I would like, sorry, gang. I really kind of like the mysticism of the eternal night.
I know that we were nowhere close.
Yeah, so I don't want to know.
So I don't need to know.
I say no.
Oh.
No, it is.
Whatever you say is going to influence Vince. Don't tell him.
I know it will.
He's going to go back.
Yeah,
he's going to go
absolutely.
back to the castle right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to.
But that was a good fight.
It was such a fun fight, and it was
was
picked up on
scary.
by not only you guys, but also the fans. Strahd willingly walked back into the sunlight and fought within the sunlight to prove a point. It was, I will tank this all day to mess you guys up and show you my worth for ruining my
Hey,
life.
remember when he fireballed half of our party down? Remember,
Yeah,
guys?
that was pretty
Remember?
fucked up.
Yes.
And that was one
That
time
was-
he used that.
That was a parting gift for you all because I felt like I couldn't. No joke. I'm not even joking. I felt like I could not do anything that fight as Strahd. And I was like, I need to show him off, but I guess I'll just show him off being menacing because his legendary actions of just walking at you guys was enough to cause some commotion. And just standing in the sunlight, you could see his burning skin while you guys were fighting him. And then I was like, all right, I think it's time to call this. We'll get out of the sunlight, but we'll leave him with a little goodbye.
He said, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Ryan, it's so funny that happened because that morning I was on Reddit looking at something on the D&D subreddit, and for some reason somebody was saying something in a comment And then the immediate comment after was saying like, "Ha, that's like DMing Strahd and not using Fireball and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Huh, yeah, right. That's probably like an end game
never
thing."
happen.
Blah blah blah. And then later that day, fucking Fireball to our face. I was like, "Motherfucker, are you kidding me?"
I will
The
say,
premonition is real.
I could have upcast it too, but I decided not to.
Oh,
Dahlia would have been down and we would have been fucked.
Dahlia would have been no.
No,
Yeah, that would've been-
you wouldn't have, because guess what, guys? Tank! I know you don't know this,
The
but
tank-
I'm a tank!
The
And
tank
I
survived.
got you all back up!
Very true. I will never actually, to this day, when we're still playing, I always think of May saying, "No, just go. It's gonna be all right." And we were like, "No, we gotta go get Zielle." It's like, "No, just fucking go."
And then I'm the only one up at the end, me and Dahlia.
Oh. I do have a question for Jose from Bowie. Speaking of the combat, and it was, this completely went over my head the first time it happened, but necrotic shroud ? Ali is an Aasimar. Does this tie into at all why he has contact with his past lives?
Ooh, yeah. Alizato's an Aasimar. He fallen. I've always said Aasimar, but Aasimar, a fallen dude.
I don't know which one it is, but yeah.
Yeah. That was the whole thing, and it completely ties into that because I like I've never played an Aasimar.
Whichever way you say it is right.
Yeah,
You can say
I
however
think
you want.
my head it's Aasimar. So I've never played an Aasimar, and when Ryan asked me to play with you guys, we were talking about the whole thing of reincarnation and all that stuff, and then I remember that I looked it up, and it was this cool thing of like, well, Aasimars are this divine gift that the gods bring upon the world again to enact their will of good and against evil, or in some cases, evil against good, and all that other kind of stuff. So then I thought like, oh, how fitting that you would have a druid that essentially Mother Nature brings back to the world because their task is not done, but it's also playing into the whole Vallaki thing. So it's this kind of like perfect clash. And then just more because I really liked when me and Ryan were talking about this stuff. It's also kind of neat because I guess as we've established, it's like, okay, well, within these lands, you're bound to reincarnate, but like everyone just kind of does it. But Alizzato knows his past selves because there is another element that brought him back. So it's the reincarnation plus this sort of like divine gift. And then that is kind of like the sort of the loophole that I could find to sort of be like, well, yeah, I guess then he would sort of be able to think that there's something bigger happening. But oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I love my boy. I also thought some people would get it when I did, Necrotic Shroud. The first time I did it back in the fight when Vallaki was burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's my boy.
I love it. And oh my gosh, that will forever be my favorite thing. Someone else asked like, oh, can you leak the character sheets? I probably never will. Because I love hints like that. I love even people not knowing like a character's species fully. We had that with Dahlia for a while.
Right.
I love people like slowly putting the puzzle pieces together on figuring out classes and then like diving into subclasses. If you have a multi-class, it's even more fun.
It's good stuff.
I love it.
I like it being vague like that because it feels more like true to in-game. I know some people like to meta in-game, but I love the like Theren casts this new ability and like I could tell that it's different, but like I don't know, this is a paladin skill from an oath made to a
Yeah.
or like I don't like, so like I would take note of it, and maybe it'll come up later, maybe it won't, but like then obviously like you see Zielle cast darkness and you're like, oh, that's very different, but you don't know why. You're not like, did you make a pact or something? Like you don't know that it's a warlock level. So it's I like playing like that. I like not knowing. It helps that I also don't have as much meta knowledge as these DMs over here. Like I don't know, necrotic shroud is an ASMR thing, but I love that.
One of my favorite things, especially about like talking about revealing class stuff that came out during the fight, was Esmeralda, because I feel like everyone, I mean, if you describe Esmeralda and you look at Esmeralda, you think rogue or like some kind of fighter, but then we had her dropping a firebolt and it slowly came out that she does her blade song during the fight, like during her first round. And I love the way that you built Esmeralda. I'm so glad you took that route, because I kind of just let you have at it. And that is another question that we had, Anna, was from Bowie. Is it odd playing an NPC versus your own PC? Did you have to study a bit to portray Esmeralda? And basically just like how we kind of designed her and planned her out.
I don't think it's odd. I've DM'd Curse of Strahd, but I haven't played Esmeralda. They never fucking found her.
That's funny.
So odd in that sense that I never played her. But it just kind of feels like another character. It is fun to feel like I'm kind of stealthily co-DMing because I have like all the information about what is in the castle
It
and stuff.
saved me
and
so
trying
much. You have no idea,
They
genuinely.
infiltrated us, guys.
but like trying to rationalize, like, obviously Esmeralda would search this area, but not getting ultra specific about like, I need to search this specific thing that I know has a secret door in it. So trying to work around that and figure out in my brain whether I'm meta gaming or not, to be like, no, she would definitely be searching this. She's smart. This is what she does. So that's, I think, the only thing is like going around certain knowledge. But then there's some things that I just forget. Like I forgot that Rahadin's desk was behind that wall. I forgot what this wall was, so I just kicked it. That happened. But building her, I just I looked for the class that seemed to most match up with her character stat block. She's technically way stronger in her book stat block. She would be like way higher level if I tried to make it really match her. So she's kind of been nerfed for you guys, but whatever, it's cool.
Just a bit.
But so that's fun. She's in the book, she's always been very magic-y and very fighty. So Blade Song is the natural mix that like involves some of the spells that she has in her stat block. So it made sense. And then I studied a bit. I watched some like people's videos of like what they think of Esmeralda, what they do with her. I am obsessed with the Strahd Reddit and everything Mandy Mod or Dragnacarta says. I love Mandy Mod's breakdown of Esmeralda, and I like the flaw that she gave Esmeralda of basically she's exceedingly brash and reckless, and she didn't say she has a hero complex, but that's kind of what I got from it, is like she sees an innocent person in danger and like she's not gonna think it through properly. She's just gonna like go and try to help and save them, and that's the biggest difference between her and Van Richten. Is he's definitely ruthless, cutthroat. Like he will do whatever it takes to like do what needs to be done, and like she just doesn't really have that in her.
I love how Esmeralda came to be, and just thank you, Anna, because this is sadly our last recording with you for a little while. Thank you for joining us for the Masquerade arc, first of all.
No.
It was so much fun. I feel like it really rounded out everything. The split dynamic when we did split parties of I think the dynamics between the three parties were so funny and so good. And just like perfectly fitting.
Esmeralda, thank you for babysitting while I couldn't be there for the whole party. I appreciate it.
It was I loved the dynamics of everybody getting like split like that. So thank you for joining us, even if it did last longer than I anticipated.
It's so fun to have like a front seat to one of my favorite D&D shows.
Oh,
Stop
God.
it.
It's so fun.
But also don't stop. Come back.
I'm
We're gonna
so
find you again,
sad
Esmeralda.
that can I just like listen in on the Discord? Do I have to wait for the episode?
I think you've earned an honorary Discord listen.
Oh yeah. And because this is behind the scenes, I will say this is not the last we will see of Esmeralda. This was a pitch of
Hopefully. I still
hopefully.
say that it depends on what they do.
That is true.
I think they have to choose to come find me. And if they don't,
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're chosen.
I don't know. You guys are distractible.
You and Dahlia are besties. What do you mean?
I did pitch Anna a sandwich guest spot. So she'd come for a little bit. She got to go for a little bit because they have other things to do, and then we will meet back up with Esmeralda. But until then, I do have another question for you all, and it's just, what is everyone's favorite NPC? And you can't say Esmeralda.
Okay, so what's our second favorite?
I think I still love Blinsky.
My boy.
I don't know. You know what? You know what is another? You know what? Sorry, I'm going way backwards. You know what's another thing I'm sad about that I was not in the room to talk to the little automaton, which has lore that apparently I'm the only one who knows from
P2.
Blinsky, and I wasn't there.
Yep.
I wasn't there to talk to him. So.
Oh God, what's his name? What's his name?
Too.
I am mad about that.
Piddlewick.
Yeah,
Wait, from Blinsky? He's from Blinsky?
No, the like greatest like engineer toy maker guy that Blinsky told us about made that thing, I think.
Did you see his crypt?
And he told us,
It's
did we see his crypt?
What?
Did I see his crypt?
Did they see a crypt for Piddlewick 1?
What?
I just say I think we saw every crypt in there.
But they didn't know his name.
I didn't know his name. Yeah, we didn't. We just knew that he had made. Well, I knew that he had made a thing that was in the castle, and it's like his great invention or whatever. And so I don't know if that could have helped us.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Speaking of things we missed, speaking of the crypts,
Oh my god.
because I'm gonna take some of this out the next time you go, you guys missed some good shit in the crypt.
He's gonna take it
Dude,
out.
Holy
that's-
shit.
At least I found the spike pit.
I was going to say that before, that's the one thing I regret is not checking more of the crypt.
Kazan was probably the craziest, which you checked, but there's a quote unquote riddle on Kazan's plaque. His name was, and forever shall be Power. All you had to do was say Kazan's name inside his crypt. You guys would have gotten hurt, but you would have gotten,
We wouldn't have survived the fight after if we did more crypts.
you guys would have gotten a staff of power. It's crazy. I'm sorry, NPCs, I got distracted. That was something I meant to talk about and I didn't remember until right now.
Well, I guess I was thinking of that creepy little guy that I didn't meet. That's why I was thinking of NPCs that we met.
Piddlewick.
I really liked the letter from Danica's last lover. Who did we meet? I didn't really meet anyone else in the castle. I just met people I knew or thought I knew.
Oh, this could also just be from the whole series. Not Masquerade specific.
I like the zombies in the water.
They're still waiting.
Oh, that was cool.
They're still
They're
waiting
still
down
there.
there.
Hilarious. That was so good. Oh, she's coming back, dude.
She's coming back.
Listen, guys, just please.
That was probably the funniest fucking moment of the whole arc. I was screaming.
It was so good.
Oh, that's another quote. That's another of my favorite quotes is, Ryan, can I have a sneak attack or a surprise round on the zombies?
But it was also like
Oh my
the
god.
perfect pause of like, all right, well, what are you doing? And then it was just Betty like quiet and then
The sigh.
Ryan. And then we were like, wait, you're going to attack him?
Like, not at all where we thought that
Oh
was
my
going.
god.
Very true.
That
very
was
true.
it was such
That
a
was super
good
good.
break in because like I was talking about this. I was like, damn, I feel so bad about this, like, because I know Curse of Strahd is meant to be like torment and horror and chaos and carnage and just like pure despair. And the Masquerade arc, I felt like that was very heavy at the front end. That was such a good middle ground of like, you guys are wandering about the castle and discovering things. It was so good to get back to the funny and the goofy for a little bit. And I wanted
Before
to
we got
thank you
back
for
to the
that
murder.
because before we got back, it was a shit sandwich, but the opposite way.
Ew.
So yeah, that was another one.
I like Emil more because it was like the minute we met him, it was very much like I don't know where this is going, but I think the best course to do is just to help him. So that was I really like that dichotomy. But just weirdly really liked Isaac.
Yeah, you
Because
gotta like
Isaac's
Isaac.
such a good character.
You
too.
gotta love him.
It was
Yeah.
so intense the whole time where it was like, oh damn, this motherfucker like doesn't let up, you know? And it was just so cool. And then it was like, then it was cool because then he wasn't just kind of like the villain of the level, you know what I mean? The villain of the week, which was like, no, it's like, no, now there's a connection to it. Now there are personal stakes. Now there is more to it. So it was a cool way of building up this like, at least for me at that time, it was like the first big bad that I was taking on with you guys.
Oh yeah.
And I liked that a lot. I thought it was really neat. And I also really liked that entire setup. I think the Vallaki burning thing where we all split and then we had to figure out where to go. And then
The feast was crazy.
I thought, yeah, it was super, super, super awesome. So yeah, probably Isaac. And then I like Irina too, because Irina is very much more of like Alizzato and Jose don't know what to do there. I can just give some good advice, but I'm just trying to follow what Zielle is saying. And if Zielle says stay, just please stay, you know? But that was, yeah, but it's just really neat because then it's like that character that is constantly like around everyone's mind. Like Isaac had the dolls and then, you know, Strahd and stuff. So I just think it's really, really neat to have a character that's like a center point outside of us.
Oh, speaking of Irina, Ryan, how dare you let her brother hate me and run away and just
That was
die?
so
And the
fucked
last
up.
thought on his mind is the
Oh,
hate
yeah.
of me. How
Yeah.
dare you?
That was
That was
a
foul.
pure on the spot in the moment thing of, oh shit, he's going outside. Oh no, they just let Emil outside. Ismark's gotta die.
Dude, you know what you did? You did a full-on Spider-Man Uncle Ben moment from Sam
Yeah.
Raimi's Spider-Man. That's 100%
Oh
what
my
you did.
god.
It
Oh
hurt.
my god.
It sucked.
That's why it hurt me so much.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was like we were just kind of like, all right, man, go do your thing, and then he happens to go outside and dies, and then we're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
After he just said, "I'll never forgive you. You're a piece of shit." Vince,
Right.
go fuck off.
Yep.
You know, like I'm
Just like
oh,
Uncle Ben said,
But
exactly.
I mean,
100%.
you.
his
Yeah.
his interaction with Alizzato wasn't as pleasant either. It was still
Oh yeah.
rage fueled. That was his last interaction with a human before he went outside, was bumping into Alizzato.
Oh.
And Alizzato was kind about it. And he was just pissy, as he should be. And he didn't know what to do, so he just needed some air. And he chose the wrong spot at the wrong spot.
Who's gonna be in charge of Barovia now?
The village of Barovia is fucked, I
Yeah,
guess.
what are they gonna do?
It's not our problem. We got to go find Argynvost. Let's go.
Not my circus, not my monkey.
All right, y'all. It's getting late, and I have one final question. This is from Japan Soul 0705. What was y'all's favorite part of the Masquerade arc? If you could only pick one.
The entire thing with Zielle going and doing the thing with Vasily, and then us as the audience knowing the sweet moment that she just had with Theren, and then the rest of us deep within the castle. So technically, my favorite part of the Masquerade is the whole Masquerade. But technically, that moment was kind of
That feeling.
like it's what Vince said earlier. It was kind of like that. Up to that point, I feel like we had all been doing things as a party where we're like, okay, cool, like we're getting stuff done and we're progressing ahead in the story and like, all right, cool, like we got this. And then we get to the ball and it's like, oh, it's funny. All right, here we go. Like, let's have a good time. And the DJ Ravenloft. But then the minute that happened, it was like, that set the tone. And then it was like, let's go. Like, all right, cool. Like, I'm super in. So yeah, that was probably one of my favorites.
Can I say one of my favorites was technically before I was even there when when Betty was like, I'm gonna go off by myself. There's a closed
That's
door.
crazy,
There's an
Betty.
open door.
By the
He
way,
said to only go through the open doors. I couldn't hurt to just go go down the closed door by myself. Immediately
That
get
was
jump
so-
scared.
If there's one
Fucking
thing Betty and I have in
crazy.
common, is that we're idiots for the plot.
that was
God.
Wait,
the
new merch
last
idea.
thing that I expected. The first fucking episode of the Masquerade. One singular. Guys, I cannot reiterate how many times I put in our chat. Fuck around and find out. Castle Ravenloft is the definition of fuck around and find out. Be careful. There are consequences to your actions. No matter what you do, double think. I promise. And we end with Betty going off on her own. It was so sick. I loved it so much. Oh,
Because Ryan,
I
we
want,
can't do what you expect.
I want art of all of the characters like split, but like with word bubbles that say like for example, I'd like one of Dahlia, Alizzato kind of like hiding behind Esmeralda with a text bubble that says, Ryan said it's going to be really dangerous. Because it was very much that. It was like, I don't even want to open any door, but I want to open every door.
Favorite moment? God, it's so hard because I'm going to choose a happy one because I like when I get hurt, when my characters get hurt in an emotional way that is devastating. It's probably not normal to like, but I have been waiting for this whole one. I just wanted something nice and wholesome in the ball. I got it. It was when Zielle and Theren were dancing. It was so nice. And then a little Cinderella light spell moment was just
the light was so good.
That was just my, again, it is so hard to choose. I'm like literally every single character had a moment where I'm just like, I loved it so much. But for Zielle, that was my favorite. That was nice. Back when we liked each other, Theren.
Hey, who said he didn't like you?
I know this man's back. We yelled at each other already in the castle.
I think that my favorite part was kind of the same thing that Jose said, but for a different reason, just for me personally, because like I was saying earlier in this recording of that was the time that you saw Theren like actually happy for the first time. So I was starting to play him a little bit different. And then the moment that I was not expecting it at all with Vasily and this whole situation that we have now. So internally, I was just like, holy shit, things are going way different than I expected now. And now my character development is going to be a lot different in the future too. It just like, it was just this moment for me of like, fuck yeah, D&D. Yeah. Like this is the shit right here. Like,
Me up.
I loved it. It was just,
Wow, are we masochists, guys?
We might be. This whole arc was just banger after banger.
Or sadists? No, both. I think we're both.
I love the kiss because that was a moment that I had planned from pre-session 1. That was something that I wanted to happen. That was an idea that I had, and it was the long con. So I'm glad that finally came to fruition. The just entire scene with Zielle and Cade was spicy, and I think one of my personal favorites for myself was Angie Strahd at a meal. That was fun.
He was so cunty.
That was also cool to have like that interaction happening while the other interaction was happening while everyone was trying to escape. So it was a cool way of like, you sometimes in D&D you'll run into that problem where like everyone just says, all right, we're just gonna go all against the one bad guy, and then it's like this kind of weird tunnel that happens where like everyone is just one hit after another hit after another hit. But the fact that there was like so much spacing, and then there was another focus, so it allowed us to also like reposition ourselves. So yeah, that was really rad.
All right, y'all. Well, that is a actual wrap for our Masquerade.
Oh, I miss it.
We have plenty more to come. They will not let me rest until this is like the longest series known to man. So watch me both fight my cast IRL and in game from a production standpoint. But no, I do this every behind the scenes, but I cannot thank you guys enough for such an incredible story. You guys are phenomenal in both your creativity as far as your building and playing of your characters, the relationships that you all have built up, the lore that you guys have dropped, the just immaculate RP between everybody. This is without a doubt the easiest from work, Ryan. This is the easiest series I've ever had editing, just because of the flow of you guys is phenomenal. And not only that, like this series is popping the hell off. So thanks to you guys, and also thanks to everyone listening right now. Whether you are in the Discord, whether you are leaving fan art, whether you're dropping some memes, or whether you're just a lurker, or you're not even in the Discord and you're just hanging out and listening to us and enjoying the story that we spend a lot of time on, and also just thoroughly enjoy playing with each other. Thank you for listening. Thank you all. Thank you, Anna, again for joining us. It's always an honor getting to play with you. Claps all around for everybody. I'm gonna clap loud enough for the mic to hear it.
I don't remember if I said this during record. I don't know if I said this just to you guys or if I said it in recording, but Anna and I played our first D&D game together, which was Fandelver a million years ago.
Yeah.
So, and we just played like the pre-generated characters, and we're like that was, I guess, God, what,
2018.
9 years ago, 8, yeah,
Wow.
so like 7 years ago. It's crazy. I don't get to play with you as much as I like.
I know. I think that might be the last time we played D&D together. We've played Pathfinder since then, but I don't think we played D&D.
Yeah, which is really a travesty. So that's why we're gonna go find Esmeralda and do the thing.
Yeah, we barely even got to be together.
I know. And this is why go play D&D. If you're listening and you haven't played, find a group online, pay someone on startplaying.game. I don't care. Just play. Build lifelong friendships. I love every single one of these players so much. I love every single one of our cast members. I have made lifelong friends from this stupid little game, and I wouldn't have it any other way. With that, I'm going to leave y'all. Thank you again for listening. Thank you all for being here. There is plenty more to come, plenty more nonsense to get into, and see you in 2 days, 3 days. I don't know when I'm dropping this. We'll find out. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for the fan fiction.